French warships have arrived outside Jersey this morning, just hours after a fishing chief declared the country is ready for war with the island. Just over an hour after dozens of French fishing boats descended on Jersey's port of St. Helier this morning, the EU country has sent naval ships to assist. The small naval gendarmerie vessel, the Athos A712, was seen hurtling towards the island at full speed this morning and is believed to be accompanied by fellow patrol boat Le Themis. The French naval ships arrived at Jersey at about 10:45 a.m., according to tracking data. The French Navy has confirmed it sent the two patrol boats to the waters around the British Channel Island, in response to a similar move by the UK. BFM TV reporter Patrick Sauce wrote Themis and Athos ships were being sent by France to Jersey on a mission to safeguard of human life at sea. The boats arrived from Cherbourg and traveled at more than 20 knots. Europe Minister Clement Beaune, and a close ally of Emmanuel Macron, has accused Britain of being in breach of the Brexit trade deal and insisted Paris would not be intimidated into dropping its allegations. He said, "We won't be intimidated by these maneuvers." The Royal Navy currently has two large vessels patrolling Jersey's shore, HMS Severn and HMS Tamar. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has said the ships will remain there until the dispute has been resolved. The British boats are armed with cannon and machine guns and were sent to roam the channel to monitor the situation. Dutch journalist Hans de Vrage noted the development this morning, and wrote on Twitter, France has dispatched a small naval gendarmerie vessel towards Jersey. It's the Athos A712. At full speed, approximately 23 knots. And yes, its sister ship is named Aramis. The Athos is a patrol boat and is 32 meters in length. Shortly after 1 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, the French boats abandoned their protest and started to head back to France. The group of fishing vessels were spotted moving away from St. Helier, while the Navy patrol boat Athos was also soon traveling away from Jersey. Jersey's External Relations Minister Ian Gorst confirmed to LBC that the French fishing vessels were leaving the port. It comes after a French fishing chief issued a stark warning to the island, saying its country had the ability to bring Jersey to its knees if necessary. David Selim, the head of the joint Normandy-Brittany Sea Authority, is understood to have said that Jersey had been taken over by an extremist fringe who wanted to profit from Brexit. He said, "We're ready for war. We can bring Jersey to its knees if necessary." France accuses Jersey of dragging its feet over issuing new licenses to French boats, to the detriment of the country's fishing industry. The fishermen claim their rights are being unfairly restricted. In response, dozens of French fishing boats descended on Jersey's port of St. Helier this morning in an attempt to blockade the major port. Jersey fisherman Josh Deering, 28, said the scene was like an invasion, adding, "The French being the French, they don't mess around. They can blockade their own harbors, they wouldn't think twice about coming and doing it to us." There were probably about 60 boats. There were a few handheld flares and smoke flares going off and apparently a few maybe bangers and stuff going off from the French. It was quite a sight. It was impressive. I looked from the shore this morning and it was just like a sea of red lights and flares already going off at sea. It was like an invasion. The EU Commission has responded to the dispute, and said the conditions of the post-Brexit trade agreement are not currently being met in Jersey. They added that the bloc was engaging in good faith with the UK to resolve the fishing dispute. This afternoon Mr. Johnson reiterated his unequivocal support for Jersey, during a phone call with the island's chief minister. Following the call, a Downing Street spokeswoman, the Prime Minister spoke to the Chief Minister of Jersey, Senator John LaFondra, the Deputy Chief Minister, Lyndon Farnham, and the Minister of External Affairs, Ian Gorst, this morning. The Chief Minister updated the Prime Minister on the latest developments with French fishing vessels around Jersey's coast. The Prime Minister reiterated his unequivocal support for Jersey and confirmed that the two Royal Navy offshore patrol vessels would remain in place to monitor the situation as a precautionary measure. Initial talks between Jersey and Normandy have not proved productive. A representative for fishermen from France's Normandy region said on Thursday that initial feedback following talks with officials from the British Channel island of Jersey had not been very positive. It comes after Downing Street has confirmed Boris Johnson spoke to the Chief Minister of Jersey, Senator John Lafondra, on Wednesday evening about the prospect of a blockade. A spokesman said, the Prime Minister and Chief Minister stressed the urgent need for a de-escalation in tensions and for dialogue between Jersey and France on fishing access. The Prime Minister underlined his unwavering support for Jersey. He said that any blockade would be completely unjustified. As a precautionary measure, the UK will be sending 2 offshore patrol vessels to monitor the situation. They agreed the UK and Jersey governments would continue to work closely on this issue. Mr. Lafondra and the Minister for External Relations, Senator Ian Gorst, said they were expecting a peaceful demonstration by the French fishermen outside St. Helier Harbour on Thursday morning. The row was sparked after Jersey implemented new requirements under the terms of the post-Brexit trade deal for boats to submit evidence of their past fishing activities in order to receive a license to carry on operating in the island's waters. A Ministry of Defense spokesman said, HMS Severn and HMS Tamar are deploying to Jersey to conduct maritime security patrols. This is a strictly precautionary measure and has been agreed with the Jersey government.